Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, alright, y'all. In this video, I want to speak about Boss Trell and one of the biggest mistakes that possibly costed Trell his life. Now, I'm not going to focus on his body count, and too much of his story, as there's a lot of videos already all over YouTube for that, primarily Street News TV. So if you aren't familiar with who Boss Trell is, you can get updated by checking out his channel, because he definitely does a great job with breaking down who some of your favorite drill rappers and drillers are from Chicago. Now in this video, we are going to focus on where I feel Boss Trell went wrong, because I feel that a lot of the youth coming up can learn from this mistake and avoid going down the same path. Now in fact, a couple adults as well can learn from the same thing, because we are now in a day and age where everybody is on social media bragging about bodies, threatening their ops, and in some shape or form incriminating themselves left and right. And that was a big thing in Chicago via Twitter in the earlier days. So without further ado, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. Now let's get straight into it. Now, Boss Trell, man. Boss Trell was a GD known as a marksman / sharpshooter and was one of STL's biggest shooters. Now, he was very skilled when it came to guns, assembling weapons, and also taught people around him how to shoot and certain techniques to increase accuracy, which led to him getting the nickname Max Payne from the popular game back in 2001. Now, once again, if you want to hear about Boss Trell and his story, I'll leave a link to Street News TV's segment he did covering Boss Trell in the comments below. But for now, we're going to skip to the part that actually led to his untimely demise. Now, Boss Trell, aka BT, was said to have 3 bodies on his belt, right? But the most notable one happened to be Chiraq from O Block. Now, he was a very, very well-known O Block member at the time, and it's reported that it's not only the fact that Boss Trell was his killer, but it's more or so how Boss Trell killed Chiraq that made him infamous for that hit. Now, it's said that Boss Trell shot Chiraq from a distance across the street using a red laser beam, which struck Chiraq in the head with a single shot. Now, this proved that Boss Trell's accuracy was in fact no joke, and it also came at a time where that was unheard of, because everyone else was usually walking up to their target and hitting them at close range. Now, after killing Chiraq, Boss Trell got cocky in a sense and tweeted on November 2nd, 2012, quote, "I bet the O Block remember that red beam." Alright, now this leads me to believe that the tweet is the sole reason behind his death, and that that tweet did one of two things, right? A, people didn't know who actually did the hit. Maybe, maybe this is my theory. They didn't know who did the hit, so when he tweeted that out there, it pretty much confirmed that he was the suspect behind it. Or B, people kind of forgot about it, but that tweet opened up old wounds, and his ops felt he must pay for taunting them. Alright, and I say that because Boss Trell was killed himself on November 8th, shortly after that tweet in 2012 by T-Roy, who was King Von's best friend. Alright, so like I said, it was just 6 days after making that tweet. So now that makes me question this, right? If he would have never sent that tweet out, maybe Boss Trell will still be with us today. Alright, now the story gets even more interesting because it's a whole sequence of events that transpired, and Boss Trell was almost out the hood and out the way before his passing. Now, let's put the dates together, man. He made the tweet on the 2nd of November, right? November 6th, he tweeted that he couldn't wait till he gets his new start. Then he was killed on the 8th of November and was supposed to leave Chicago on the 10th. Alright, like, you see how that works? And that's crazy. But one thing about life is this, man. Karma doesn't miss anybody. No matter whether it's days, months, or even years, it'll always catch up to you. And that's the unfortunate part, because you could be somebody that did a lot of dirt in the street and think you could change your life. Even if you want to change, that don't change the ops. Alright, that don't change the pain you caused. That don't change the way you made a family feel when you took somebody that was close to their heart as well. Alright, now the new star Boss Trell was referring to came from Trell buying a bus ticket to Iowa to escape Chicago and change his life. Now it's unclear whether he just wanted to get away and start something new, or he knew that people was on his head and he felt the pressure, so he wanted to get away. Alright, because around that time the war in Chicago involving STL was getting pretty intense, so it's unclear why he wanted to get away, but it's a fact that he was moving to Iowa and even had employment set up out there for him. Alright, now the sad part is, out of all the dudes, Boss Trell wasn't your typical troubled kid. He came from a good home and was very smart and skilled. However, the streets just took a hold of him, which seemed to be very common within our community, right? Now, in regards to Boss Trell and his story, man, I really wonder what made him tweet that comment about O Block remembering the red beam. Like, he was already on his way out the hood. He had his bus ticket scheduled to leave. He didn't need to tweet that, no nothing. Alright? I really wonder what made him tweet it, or maybe that's why he thought he was okay to make that tweet, because he felt he was leaving anyway, so maybe he could taunt and do whatever for the last time. I don't know, but I would like to know what made him tweet that, because we also got to remember these guys were young, and I could see maybe he wanted to participate in like some of the bull crap, whether it's for the notoriety for it or just chase clout, whatever it was, man. But I honestly think if he never made that tweet, he'll still be with us today. All right, now let this be a lesson as well, y'all. Sometimes it's okay not to say anything at all, man. You don't have to do the most, because sometimes it can cost you, in this case, maybe your life. Now, even the way he was killed, it said that he was set up by O Block through a girl. And time after time, we see a lot of dudes losing their lives at the cost of doing something pertaining to a female. Now, if you know you got ops, you may be entering op territory or whatever, don't go. It's not worth it. Either that or have her meet you where you're in control of your surroundings. You know, or I don't know. There's too many times we see that dudes are killed at the expense of women. So it is what it is, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I'm gonna do a lot more of these where I feel like these dudes went wrong. Just anybody in general, man, because his story was very interesting. Like, he almost made it out the hood. He was right there, man. 2 days before getting killed. After getting killed, he was supposed to leave. So interesting story. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.